go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Set 70, Indy. Record.
The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling could lead to no yards gained.
Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
58 to Mike, 58. Yeah. Five.
Operating from the gun, Cleveland. That is caught by Cohen. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
2nd and 3. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and it's 3rd and short. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even 10. Just missed that one.
I'm coming after you. Right here, guys.
From the gun on 3rd down, Cleveland. And he completes it to Cohen. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Cleveland. That is caught at the 7. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Here we go, set. 15 line. 15 line. Check it back. 2.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They run it with Balaj, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. A 3-yard touchdown run, and the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Look, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Luck. Campbell making the catch. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
From the 50, it's Luck. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Throwing is Luck. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw. Luck. And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the 1st half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Now Luck. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this 1st quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
At their own 20-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
What we got? What we got? What we got? Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Cleveland. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this 1st quarter. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. How about the rookie in his NFL debut? Looking sharp. It's 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Cohen. And he is going to lose yardage here. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Colts 36-yard line.
Ready? 10-2, sir. I'm here all day. Hey, 58 is the mic. Hey, Zoo. Get the ball. Now.
To throw on 2nd down. Cleveland. They complete it to Hill. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
64, weak. Get ready. Get ready. Watch this, run.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. This one hauled in by Sample. And he's brought down just outside of the...
There was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
Ready.
Operating from the gun. Cleveland to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll start out with Mack. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They're going to be stopped up on this 1st down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Chargers' 43-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. 3rd and long. It's locked. And he's got his man Hilton. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 25-yard line.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
60 Pittsburgh.
At their own 20-yard line.
Get it.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
21-yard line.
We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in week 1. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down.
You ready?
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Throwing on first down, Cleveland. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Come on,
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, second and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Go, go. 60 out long.
A draw play now, Balaj. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, second and right at a yard. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Looking to throw on second down. Cleveland. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. This quarterback now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's first and 10. From the gun, Cleveland. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Looking to throw. Cleveland. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And that takes us from second to third down. The Chargers on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be third and forever.
Check 4, check 4. 5. Ready?
Operating from the gun, Cleveland. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, this from 53. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he works free. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical because of execution, or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play action. It's locked. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the 3rd quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Here's Hill on the return. It'll be a 45-yard punt, and couple that with a loss on the return. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as...
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Now this is fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
Now it's Hines. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Check out. 240. Let's go, baby. Turn over. Get that ball.
On second down now. It's Mack. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 24.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. And they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Again, it's Cohen. And an alley to run. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Tariq Cohen, 77 yards. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So after the loss of 2, here's 2nd and 12 from the 23. Now Luck defers to Mack. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Staying on the ground with Mack. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw again, Cleveland. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the gun, Cleveland. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Here's Tressway now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. .49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
They run again with Hines. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
1st down, Indianapolis.
On 1st down, it's Hines. And a loose football. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one That puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Here we go, here we go. 8, read. Get your swerve on. Snap.
Following the fumble recovery, Cleveland is going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a third down and 6 to go.
Set. 60 outlaw. 58 right there. Hey, Sam off.
I'm going back to you. He's coming. Double up, double up.
Hey, orbit. 5.
Back to throw. Cleveland. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Cleveland. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day.
Ready.
Second and 15. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Give them 32 yards as we inch our way to the 2-minute warning.
And the Colts first down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a run with Mack. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll go again here with Mack. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Mike, 49. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Check.
Hey, check. 12.
One last throw here for Luck. Now a desperation throw. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, 46 yards. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. The extra point here is good, but the late touchdown can only draw the score a bit closer as this game is over.